welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you why I love Distress Oxide sprays. I'm not really a huge spray fan, but I do love these. And I was going to create some card fronts with you, but the truth of the matter is I've been doing a lot of decorated envelopes and decided that that would be better because it's something that I can use and put in the mail. Plus, I'm getting a whole bunch of questions on how to do so. So the first thing is I'm just taking a piece of paper that I'm using as a mask with a little bit of repositionable tape. I like this better than Pixie Spray. The Pixie Spray can get gummied up as I go from one project to another. And I want to create 6 different envelopes today, giving you 3 different looks with different color combos, I should say. I am using in all of these the brand new color out by Tim Holtz, and that's the Salvaged Patina. Now, I will have the color combinations listed for you down below, so don't worry if you're not catching all of this here. They are listed for you down below. But what I like to do is I like to spray it on and then dry it and spray on a little bit more, which is super important to do as I create these envelopes because I don't want them overly saturated. But on each envelope, once I get the background pretty much to my liking, I actually go ahead and layer on a stencil. So I picked out 6 stencils that I thought would be really great with these envelopes, and I just decided to use those. And on this one, I had to be careful because I didn't want that line there. So I am doing some more masking, and it turns out looking really, really great. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel and you enjoy content like this, please make sure that you do so, hitting that notification bell. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it in any of your social media groups or platforms you may be involved in. Now, once I get that on there and I dry it and I clean everything up, I go ahead and I just really want that label of where I'm going to put that address to pop. So I'm using paint over pins. These are my very favorite pins to use. Unfortunately, you can't really find them anymore, so it's kind of discouraging. I'm going to try to provide for you a similar pin, but these things are absolutely great, and I wish that they would bring them back. So this one is pretty much done. From here, I'm going to do 5 more color combos for you. Again, I'll list them down below. And the most consuming thing that took up my time with this was definitely the cleanup. I would have to spray down between each and clean it up. And then second to that would be the drying. So I don't include all of that in the video because that can get pretty redundant. But I did want to go ahead and show you kind of what I went through on the process of this so you can get an idea. To create all 6 of these envelopes from start to finish, including cleanup time as well as dry time, was about 1 hour and 15, and I condensed it down for you right here. Now, at the end of the video, I'm going to show you how I finished it off because I didn't really like that chalky feel. So there's a product that you can use. If you've watched me for a while, you know exactly what I'm going to say. I will show you how I use that on my envelopes as well as a couple finishing touches. one thing you guys are probably noticing on this is I'm breaking the color family rules. Now, again, if you've been following me for a little while, you know that I am big on respecting the rules of the color family. And basically what that means is you have to stick with your warm tones, and then you have to stick with your cool tones. You don't want to mix like a green and a purple, because you're always going to end up with a yucky, muddy brown. But in this particular situation, using Distress Oxides, you actually can play around with those color family rules and break them. All you have to do is make sure that you dry each layer before layering on a new color, especially a color that is from an opposing color family. That's why that last one you saw me create, I was able to use that green with that purple, and I didn't get an icky, ugly color. Now, had this been a distress ink that blends and is movable with water after it sets, or it never really sets, that might not have been the case. But with the Distress Oxides, as long as you dry them, you're good. Now, what you're going to notice about this card is I really like what this stencil looks like after I layer some color on. And I was going to clean it, but I thought, you know what? I actually think I want to save that. So I pull it right back down into the center of my mat, and I just take a card base that I have that I did some ink rubbing off on, and I started to just press this out so I could get a pretty cool background. And I really like what that looks like. I think it's going to make a great card.
This time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh, oh, nah, nah. God, I'm sick of this waiting. You got me going crazy tonight. So why? So why don't you come on over and be my somebody to love? Somebody to love, somebody to love, somebody. I need somebody, I need somebody to love. I need somebody, I need somebody. I need somebody, I need somebody to love. Give me somebody, give me somebody.
Now this is going to be the last card that I create. So this is my 6th envelope, and I want you to stick around though, because once I finish them up, I realize that they're just not quite where I want them to be. So I go ahead and just ink up the edges. This always just adds a little bit of definition. And then I go through with my very favorite thing to use with Distress Oxides and Distress Inks, and that is my Distress Micro Glaze. What this does is it brings back that vibrancy and luster. So you just need to apply a little bit. You can go ahead and put the sponge tip right down in there if you want, and then rub it out all over and wipe the excess off with your paper towel. And it'll just bring back that really beautiful vibrancy to it. And I just like how it feels in my hands after I am done. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. And again, if you want to receive Happy Mail from me, I'm on a mission to send out cards this year. I am caring for my mom, who is in another state undergoing heart surgery and possibly the end of her life. So I am having to go back and forth between 2 states taking care of her as well as my family. But I really want to mail off some Happy Mail. And so I will randomly ask for, who wants Happy Mail this week over on Instagram. And then I will mail them off a card with an envelope when I'm in town. So if you would like to be part of that, make sure you go over to Instagram and follow me. I am Betz Golden, BetzGolden. I'd love to have you as part of, the little crafty community. And I would love to get you guys some Happy Mail. I have 4 boxes of cards, and they're really just not doing me any good. And I want to spread the joy and love to one of you. So that is how you can go about and participate in that. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't subscribed, I certainly hope that you consider doing so. Until next time, I'm Beth Golden. Happy crafting.